Imagine a willow leaf drifting down a river in ancient Korea, catching sunlight as it moves. Then, in that single moment, it becomes a woman, Jacheongbi, born entirely from her own will, named for the self that emerged without asking permission. She didn't arrive through another's creation. She chose herself into existence. This act of radical self-determination in a world that rarely granted women such power becomes the foundation of everything she will teach us about abundance, love, and the earth's generosity. In our age of endless productivity demands and disconnection from what truly sustains us, her story cuts through the noise with a forgotten truth. Let's begin.
In today's fast-paced world, where connection to nature often feels lost beneath the hum of technology, stories like Jacheongbi's remind us about the vital relationship between humans and the earth. The goddess of agriculture and abundance teaches us that prosperity does not come solely from industry or innovation, but from respecting the cycles of nature and nurturing harmony with the environment around us. Jacheongbi's origin is unlike many other deities. She was born not of a traditional divine union, but voluntarily from a simple willow leaf drifting in a serene river. Imagine the sight and sound, the soft rustling of leaves, the cool, clear ripple of water over smooth stones, the fresh scent of early spring air mingling with earthy riverbanks. This setting grounds her in nature's embrace, symbolizing autonomy and self-birth. Her name itself means one for oneself, reflecting an existence born from intentional emergence rather than fate or force. As she grew, the narrative deepens with a tender encounter by that same river. Mun, the son of the heavenly emperor, descended to earth with a spirit of study and curiosity, coming under the tutelage of Master Gomu. At the river's edge, Jacheongbi offers him water, an intimate gesture laden with nurturing power. She then lives disguised as a willow spirit, sharing life with Mun for 3 years, embodying transformation and concealed wisdom. The physical and emotional closeness of their story, shared bed, unseen identity, speaks volumes about trust and revelation. From their love story springs the poignant theme of separation and longing, as Mun must return to the heavenly realm, bound to spend half the year away, preventing complete reunion, echoing myths familiar worldwide, like that of Persephone. This cyclical parting captures the seasonal rhythms of nature itself, highlighting the ebb and flow of presence, absence, and renewal. Jacheongbi thus becomes more than a goddess. She is a living representation of the Earth's fertility cycle and the bittersweet balance of desire and duty. Her role as goddess extends beyond myth into the practical blessings of agriculture, abundance, and beauty, treasured especially in Jeju Island folklore. Revered mostly among women, Jacheongbi embodies healing, charm, and lunar powers, channeling illusions and divine intervention. Her influence weaves through human prosperity, reminding us that growth is both a physical and spiritual process, rooted firmly in the Earth's embrace, but reaching toward the heavens. 3 key teachings surface from Jacheongbi's myth that resonate deeply today. First is self-will and autonomy, the power to take part in one's own emergence and path. In modern life, this encourages personal agency in healing or transformation, choosing growth despite external circumstances. Second, the harmony between human intention and natural cycles speaks to sustainability. As we face environmental challenges, her story advises aligning human activity with the Earth's rhythms rather than dominating them. Lastly, the motif of love that transcends boundaries and time teaches patience and faith in relationships, whether with people, nature, or the self. In essence, Jacheongbi's myth is a tapestry interlacing nature, spirituality, and human experience. Her story is a whisper from the past, urging us to honor the land, cherish connection, and nurture the delicate balance that sustains life and love. When you feel disconnected or overwhelmed, remember the gentle ripple of water that carried a goddess to birth. and the eternal dance of the willow's branches swaying in harmony with the wind, a shimmering willow tree bathed in moonlight, its branches gently caressing the surface of a tranquil river as silver ripples spread outward like delicate whispers of divine presence. The radiant figure of Jacheongbi standing tall on a riverbank, surrounded by blooming crops and golden fields stretching beneath a vast, clear sky. Mun and Jacheongbi reunited beneath the luminous glow of a crescent moon, the air shimmering with enchanting lunar light and the promise of eternal connection. An expansive panorama of Jeju Island landscapes at dawn, where fertile earth meets blossoming flowers, symbolizing hope, renewal, and abundant prosperity.
Jacheongbi teaches us that abundance flows not from domination of the earth, but from our willingness to listen to it, to meet it at the river's edge with open hands. Right now, wherever you are, you're carrying the same question she lived. Am I allowed to choose myself, to honor what feeds my soul, to trust that prosperity comes from relationship, not extraction? This week, find one small way to reconnect with something alive, soil, water, growing things, and notice what it offers without asking for anything in return. Let that become your mirror. If you felt called by Jacheongbi's wisdom, subscribe so these stories find you when you need them most. Stay rooted in the wisdom of the ages.